So I bought a house recently and then I quickly turned it around and sold it for fair market value, and I turned it into an income producing asset for me and my business. I did no repairs to this property. That's right, nothing. I didn't do the windows, roofing, flooring, painting, siding, plumbing, electrical. We didn't do anything to the property, and I was able to sell it, get a large down payment, and I'm gonna be collecting monthly payments over the next 30 years. So the purpose of this video is to show you how do we do that. It's something called a contract for deed, land contract, seller financing, all wrapped up into a bundle. But I need to break down the parts so you can understand and go deploy it in your business. We have adopted it and called it a slow flip. All right, all my tired landlords out there, this is something you need to look into. Stop doing repairs on properties. Let's go. Okay, class, it's Kris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. So today I'm going to walk you step by step, just a day in the life of a real estate investor, because I consider myself a practitioner. I want to show you how we do this business, not just how you can go out there and do it. Aren't you sick and tired of fake gurus just showing you lifestyle, cars, clothes, travel, houses, and all this stuff, and you never see them actually closing a deal? You don't want to know why? Do you want to know why? My daughter used to always say that. Do you want to know why? Because they ain't closing no deals. They're making money off of selling you products, books, tapes, and services. So all that stuff is not what we're going to be doing here. Yes, I do have some coaching and training just because my time is so valuable. I only have everybody has set hours in the day, but I want you to get out there and do deals. I need my community to come up for the masses. All right, if you're 50, 60 still renting, this is definitely your channel. So I'm gonna take you to the property. I'm gonna show you the numbers. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go to the property real fast, walk you through it, and I've got a clip from my mentor so it'll help you understand why we're not a landlord. I don't consider myself a landlord. I don't like doing repairs. Why? Because it takes money out of my pocket. I recently renovated one of my properties and turned it into an Airbnb. It cost me $45,000, which I didn't want to do. I should have just done this slow flip business here. All right, let me show you how we bought it and how we sold it, collecting a large down payment without doing nothing. All right, let's go check out the house and then we'll go over the numbers. Okay, so I'm here at the property. I want to kind of show you the neighborhood here. It's a dead end street, extremely nice. Here's the property there. That's the subject house. You come in up there, you drive down, dead end. We've got some new constructions going on down there. Very nice neighborhood. Here's the property. Let's see the condition. We got some siding coming off right there. We got some wood rot here, a little bit of wood rot. Some siding issues there. It's going to eventually need a roof. We got wood rot there. So as you can see, we sell these as is. All right, need some woodwork done there, just like the bank. All right, let's take a look inside. And what I will do is, let me flash some before. I'll flash some before just to humor you what it looked like when we bought it and what we did to it, so you can, just for proof. So this is living room. It's got two living rooms here, maybe like a dining room. So here is the kitchen area there, a great room. This bathroom isn't too bad, looks good to me. I have some water leaks, I don't know what happened there. So we got some unauthorized tenants living here. We got to let these guys go. They, you know what? They've been living here. They never even paid anything. Them fools, they never pay. I don't know why they always think they can move in without paying. Daggone roaches. That's the deck right there. Very nice deck. As you can see, this deck is going to need to be redone. Deck's rotting up, so I didn't want to spend money doing that. The new buyers can do that. Darn. Oh shoot. That joint was hard to lock that. Electrical looks good. Let's take a look upstairs. It's gonna need new flooring all throughout, new paint. There's the primary bedroom. We did clean it out. It was full of junk in here when I just bought it. I did clean it out. It cost me a few dollars to clean it out, but it's in actually pretty good shape here. Oh, darn! Look at a bird. Golly, poor thing. How did he get in here? Must came in here to die. That is not cool. What I ain't got in here? So this is a 3-bedroom property, 2 bathrooms. It's got 1,800 square feet. Oh, the bird must have come in. I don't know what that was. It looked like we had some active. Yeah, something's going on there. We're gonna have to get that fixed. It's an active leak there. Looks like the buyers might be here. So let's see. All right, let's cut back to the office to see what's. Let's go over this number so you see how we put these deals together. Okay, you've seen the property, you see the condition of it, you saw a little bit of the before, what it looked like. It was full of junk when we bought it. And I mean, this is actually one of the best houses that I purchased. It doesn't need a lot of work, but the little things that it does need, that roofing and the flooring, it's gonna add up to over $10,000 probably in painting it. So this lead came in, it was a pre-foreclosure lead, came in through my geek squad. If you have no idea how to get leads, if you don't know how to go out there and shake the trees and figure out how to find people to sell, find people that are motivated sellers, there's a link in my bio that you can meet my geek squad. It's going to cost you, but they run all my online advertising and they will do it for you too. It's going to cost you money. It ain't the cheapest thing to do, but it gets leads coming in. All right, so we bought it subject to. That means all we did was take over the homeowner's mortgage payments. So we stepped in. The seller already had a loan, and we kept on making their loan payments. Now they were behind, so we had to bring the loan current, but that's just the price of doing business when you don't buy houses with any credit, no bank qualifying, no tax returns. I didn't have to do an application, turn in no type of profit and loss, none of that stuff. All right. And we sold it for contract for deed. Now, if you want to see the whole video breakdown of how we bought it, excuse me, that video is going to be right there. I'm going to walk you through step by step how we buy houses subject to. So this video, I can't go over both sides because we will be here for over an hour. I'm just going on the sell side of using a contract for deed, AKA a slow flip. So we sold it on a contract for deed. We sold it on a 30-year amortization. Now you have to understand what amortization is if you want to have a long career in real estate. All it is monthly payments. When you amortize a loan, you pay a percentage of the principal every month. That's all. Now this particular loan deal we did was a 30-year payment plan. Okay, so I bought it for $169,000. And the sweet spot about this, when you buy subject to roundup, homies, the loan was from 2007. So I've got all that principal pay down, and not only with an amortization table, the first 15 to 16 years is heavily weighed on interest. So now we get to pay more of the monthly payment, which is $964, will go towards principal. So monthly payments, $964, is that right? $964. That includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, all right? So make sure you're following me. Bought it subject to, we own it, we bought it in the trust. Please, if you're buying subject to, why not put your house in a trust? I never forget, a guy comes to me, says, Kris, I bought a property, I put it in my name, I got a judgment coming down the pipeline. Can you help me? Well, once the judgment is attached to your name, then it attaches to all of your real estate. So don't put the house in your name from the start. Just use a trust. If you want to download my land trust documents, that link is also in the video description. I'm here to help you guys. I want you to succeed. All right. So monthly payments, $964. The sale price, $249,000. All right. That is ARV. That's what the property is worth. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,800 square foot house. It's extremely nice. Driveway. Now it is in a kind of a rural part of Virginia. It's called Franklin, Virginia, which is it's about 45 minutes from the Hampton Roads area. It's like it's got the suburbs of Hampton Roads. So it's still a cool area. It's not far. And the monthly payment that we're getting is $1,575. So our end buyer. No, let me rewind. We've sold it for $249. Now we got an $8,000 down payment. It's so far over there, I can't even see it. Screen getting too big. Sold it $249. We got $8,000 down when we sold it. All right. Now we did have to pay a wholesaler a portion of that, but what we did was we financed the rest for So the rest that we financed was $241. So you take the $249, knock off the $8K, and now we have $241 that we're going to finance. at 6.8%, which is going to make our monthly payment $1,575. So that's going to be including taxes for our end buyer. However, we do require them to have insurance for us. Okay, so if our buyer is paying $1,575 and our monthly payment is $964, then our cash flow is $611. Okay, so we're gonna get to all this in a minute. Let me help you understand what a slow flip. Why we do this? We consider this a slow flip. Got to pull out your paperwork here. All right, so let's just very quickly. Let me flash this clip on the screen of what my mentor told me about being a landlord real fast. This is why I'm not a landlord. You can go ahead and show that clip. Let's just say the average or typical landlord that has, because when I see people coming to me, they're like, I'm not getting rent. You know, I have these repairs that somebody lived in my property. Now I got to spend $3,000 fixing it up, and I'm just thinking to myself, why are they still doing this? And
they are trapped. They're trapped. Conventional landlords are trapped. They're in a prison. They were sold a bill of goods. They were sold on the Burr method.
Like we were.
Exactly like I was. They're trapped. And I know people that come onto my stuff now and they convert their existing rentals to slow flips because there's two sides of the slow flip, the buy side and the sell side. Even if you bought it conventionally, you can still do the sell side.
Yes.
You still can eliminate your monthly repairs, your monthly expenses. You can still eliminate your calls, your turnover. You can still eliminate all that even if you have a mortgage and can't pay it off in 5 years.
Yes. Now, I don't want you to be stuck. In fact, I myself don't want to be stuck. That's why I hang out with people that are much more successful than I do. Let me tell you something. If you hang out with men and women that have more houses than you, that will help you to grow your rental portfolio. If you hang out with people that have no houses, it's going to hinder you from buying more real estate for yourself. Okay, I don't know why it works. It's just something called the law of attraction. So you hang out with people, their frequencies and their vibrations will kind of get onto you. Now, whether those frequencies and vibrations are going to take you up or down, you get to decide. So hanging out with my mentor, Scott, helps me to realize, I'm like, why am I being a landlord? Why am I doing repairs? So we're going to be getting $1,575 for the next 30 years. So we have the first payment here. Well, let's go back to the principal we financed. You can see here was $241,000, interest rate $682, payments interval monthly, number of payments 360, payment 15. We just rounded up to $1,575. So you can see first payments February 2024, payment $1,574.35. Principal $200, interest $369. Okay, so you can see the interest is way higher than principal. Now that interest is going to be way higher than principal for the next 16 years, which is all we will collect. But let me show you what happens at the end of a completely 30-year amortized loan. So the bottom you'll see on year 30, 360 payments. What have they paid? Total, $566,000. You can see right here. So they paid $566,000 over those 30 years, of which 325 was principal. 325,000 was principal. I'm sorry. Excuse me. 325,000 was interest. 325,000 was interest, and 241 was the principal that they paid. So we get to collect it all. But don't forget, my loan was only for 169, which from 2007. So I've only got 13 years left on my loan. So once this loan is paid for, it'll be all cash flow for me, all of it that's coming in. So I know this is kind of an advanced strategy for you. However, this is how the wealthy stay wealthy. Think about the bank. When was the last time the bank has ever come to a property to do any repairs? When something breaks inside of a property, do you ever call the bank? Does the bank come to the properties at any time to view how they look other than the appraisal when you first buy it? No. The banks have the best real estate in town. They have the best, when you go walk in, they've got the best building materials. They've got marble. They've got granite all over the place. So we need to act and think and operate and move and have the same frequencies and vibrations as a bank, as opposed to a stinking landlords. As you saw, my mentor said, landlords are stuck. They're stuck. Okay, so just think about this, you landlords out there, when you get out there and you are doing new flooring, new painting, turning properties around, doing all this stuff to make houses pretty. We sell on contract for deed. Now, what is that? Same thing as a land contract. Let's get a Barron's book out real fast. Contract for deed or land contract, a real estate installment selling arrangement whereby the buyer may use, occupy, and enjoy land or property, but they do not get the deed. The deed is given, but the deed is not given by the seller. Okay, they do not give the seller does not pass the deed on to the buyer until all or a specified part of the sale price has been paid. Same as contract for deed. Let me say that one more time. A real estate land contract, same thing we did, selling arrangement whereby the buyer may use, occupy, and enjoy the land and the house, but no deed is given by the seller until all or a specified part of the sale price has been paid. So we collect these payments the entire time, but we get to hold the deed. I need you to understand that we stay on title. So if our buyer that paid us $249 stops paying, how do we get them out? A simple eviction. You do not have to foreclose on your buyer when you do land contracts, slow flips, and contract for deeds. What up, Round Up family? I hope you're getting a lot of value out of this video. So my friend Scott gave me a special link to give you a bunch of bonuses and goodies along with his book, The Slow Flip, just for supporting my channel. So if you go right below, you're gonna see a link right to, you can order Scott's book. It's gonna walk you step by step. Once you read this book, you can actually do the whole system. How we get rid of these properties for a top dollar, getting a down payment, and finance them for 30 years without doing any repairs. So this is going to be the secret to how we do this. So go down below, get it, order it. It'll be right at your house in a few days, and then you can apply this system for your business as well. Stop being a landlord. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's get this through our minds. So you have to make a decision. You are at a crossroads from watching this video. You are here right now. You have to ask yourself, Kris, do I want to keep being a landlord for the rest of my life, doing tenants, going every time a tenant moves out, spending $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000? My cash flow is only $300 to $400 a month, and it eats up my cash flow every time somebody moves out. What am I going to do? Do I want to be a person that does repairs, central heating and air goes out, window breaks, electrical goes down, plumbing issues? Do I want to go on the property, do new flooring, paint, carpet, all this stuff? You have to make that decision. Or do I want to possibly make a little bit less money, but get these payments for the next 30 years? We're gonna make 500 grand on this property. You saw the numbers, you saw the AM table on a property that we got into for a few $1,000s, okay? Now I do have this debt. Now I'm not saying that this is the big part here, but it will be paid down. It's paying down a lot faster than this 250 is. You got me on that? So you get to decide, which world do you wanna live in? The world of the landlord or the world of the bank, okay? And I'd like for you to tell me, which one are you gonna decide? Put in the comments below. I think I'm gonna still be a landlord, or I think I'm gonna I'm gonna convert my business to acting like a bank. And I know it can be hard. I'm telling y'all, I have to still remind myself, Kris, what are you gonna do? Which way you're gonna be? You're gonna be a landlord or bank, landlord or bank? I struggle with it too, because I'm walking around big real estate, got real estate. And it sounds, only thing I can boil it down to is status. People want to be owners because of status as opposed to being bank, because you relinquish the property to the buyer. So round up, I know it ain't easy. It's not going to be easy to do. So take some time, subscribe to the channel. I need you to share this. Get this word out for people that are getting killed. I know people getting killed. I used to be one of the landlords getting killed. Worrying about rent. Oh my Lord, my stomach would cringe every time my phone would ring, I would see my tenant calling me. Why are they calling me? What broke? What do I have to fix? Did they lose the key? Are they not going to pay? All this stuff, I don't want to deal with it. In fact, I decided not to participate in the recession, okay? And I don't want you to do it either. Share this content, y'all. Like this content, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, Round Up, homies.